Hello, passionate travelers. Welcome back to the Globetrotters Tales channel. Today, I, Thane Hang, will join you to explore the amazing beauty of Beijing, the 1,000-year-old capital of China. Together we will discover the hottest check-in spots, experience unique cuisine, learn about unique culture, share interesting travel tips. Let's start this journey to discover this brilliant and charming Beijing.
Welcome to China. I am on a 7-day tour here, and my first stop is actually Guangzhou. Guangzhou is the third largest city of China, and it used to be called Canton. So if you're familiar with Cantonese food, which is, the traditional Chinese food, then this is the place to be. That's the Canton Tower.
The Canton Tower, at 604 meters tall and with a unique design, is one of the highlights for tourists in Guangzhou, along with the 5-ram sculpture in Yeshi Park. It was a short and quick trip to these places that culminated with a shopping trip to Beijing Lu Pedestrian Street. This place is home to many department stores and food stalls that serves sweet treats, skewered meat, and seafood. Then, it was off to the main reason for this trip, Zhangjiajie. Zhangjiajie is located at the northwestern part of China, and the biggest attraction here is the beauty of nature. Our first glimpse of this is the Furong Grand Waterfalls. This is part of the Shaanxi UNESCO Global Geopark. To get there, we took a very short ride on a boat across the river, walked through a welcome building selling food and other wares. Within 5 minutes, there it was.
So right behind me is the Furong Grand Waterfall. It's a bit out of Zhangjiajie, but it is within the tourist section. And over that, you will see the Furong Town. So since Furong Town is located above the waterfall, it is hailed as a 1,000-year-old ancient town hanging over the waterfall. It's very literal, but it's very beautiful.
The Furong Town is well preserved and sits on cliffs above the waterfall that falls into the Youshui River and is surrounded by beautiful green mountains. Visitors can walk behind the screen of the waterfalls. Along this, there is a rock cave that's a relic site of Tuja ancestors. Tuja is the ethnic minority from the area. Within the rock cave were a few sculptures of prehistoric people. A few hours later, we reached the Fenghuang ancient town.
This is the ancient city of Fenghuang. Fenghuang means phoenix. The phoenix is the second most powerful mythical creature of China, the first one being the dragon. Now, Fenghuang has been in existence for more than 400 years, since the Ming Dynasty. Now, this bridge is where you can see the best view of the city. It's lovely in the day, but at night, it's absolutely beautiful.
Preservation is key in the beauty we see in this town, with residential buildings, streets, bridges kept in its original state. Walking the town, it is impossible not to run into women wearing traditional folk costumes, all dressed up and made up, something which tourists can avail as many costume rental places line the streets. The Tuojiang River runs across this town, and it is the lifeblood of the locals. There are several bridges crossing this. One is what locals call the Stone Bridge Jumping Stones. There are no handles, so cross at your own risk. The Snow Bridge is the best spot to take a panoramic view. This bridge was built only in 2011 and dominates the view from the Nanhuang Bridge, specifically at night. The bridge with the most history here is the Hongqiao Bridge, also known as the Rainbow Bridge. Built 600 years ago during the Ming Dynasty, it is currently filled with small shops. Fenghuang ancient town at night is a sight to behold. The entire town is vibrant, and the Tuojiang River reflects these colorful lights. To get the best view, just go up the Nanhuang Bridge and then take your time in breathing in the beauty of Fenghuang ancient town. The next morning, we made a quick stop at the Morong Miao village. The Miao people are an ethnic group from southern China, and the Morong village is the largest Miao village in West Hunan. To enter this popular tourist site, visitors are encouraged to sing, drink alcohol, and listen to locals play their drums before being allowed entry. It is like a maze within. Preserved structures and new homes stand side by side. During lunch, I was honored with an interesting welcome. 3 people held bowls in front of me, while 2 poured rice wine that cascaded into said bowls directly into my mouth, all the while singing a Miao village song. The rice wine is sweet and cool, just like the experience itself.
Okay, one of the most exciting parts of this trip to China is going up the Tianmen Mountain. Now to get there, you see the cable car right there? That's what I have to ride. Now that's 7.5 kilometers long, and it takes 30 minutes to get from point A to point B. And if you see this crowd in front of me, that's the crowd that I have to join to go up there. It's quite a long line. It's gonna take me a while, but that means we have to do it right now. So I'm gonna go cross the street, get my ticket, go up.
The Tianmen Mountain is one of the most beautiful mountains I've ever seen, and the way up is very interesting. The easiest and fastest way is via the cable car. Depending on the time and month, it can get pretty crowded, so a morning trip is advised.
So we are now inside the cable car. The cable car can accommodate 8 people, and behind me is the Tianmen Mountain. That's where we are going. Isn't it so beautiful? Now I'm giving you a trivia. Trivia is this. This is the longest sightseeing cable car in the entire world.
After the enjoyable 30-minute ride, there is quite a walk by the side of the mountain to reach the first highlight, the coiled Dragon Cliff Glass Skywalk.
Okay, so these are shoe covers that we have to wear before we go on the skywalk, the glass bridge. Okay, so I'm gonna put this on.
The skywalk overlooks the Tongtian Avenue, which is also called the Coiling Dragon Cliff, with 99 sharp bends on the road going up the mountain. It is longer and possibly vertigo-inducing. Definitely a more challenging way of climbing up the mountain. The glass skywalk is 100 meters long and 5 feet wide, so 2 people can walk side by side. It does have the best view down at an altitude of 4,600 feet. Beyond the skywalk are long wooden walkways that provide another great view of the stunning mountains, including what's known as the Stairway to Heaven. There is a rest stop in the area for a snack break before another long walk. Then the bus ride going down the 99 bends to the famous Heaven's Door Cave or Tianmen Cave.
That is Heaven's Gate. Back in 1999, before this was all developed, the Chinese government invited 11 Russian fighter pilots to fly their planes through that hole over there. Now, if you're up to the challenge, you can go up there, but you have to take 999 steps going up. The other challenge is actually coming down.
The cave itself is 100 feet wide. It's basically a water-eroded hole between 2 peaks and looks like a massive doorway. The 999 steps going up is known as the Stairway to Heaven because some people say that looking through the hole is like getting a glimpse into heaven. At the base of the steps, there's a huge pot where people place incense sticks for prayers.
I have to admit, I did not reach the 999th step. I'm not physically ready for the challenge. Give me a couple of years, after a lot of cardio, maybe I can. But right now, I'll just watch everybody else go up.
Before the night ended, we made a brief stop at the 72 Strange Buildings scenic area. It's like an open mall with built stages scattered within where Tuja performers dance, sing, and play drums under the illumination of colorful lights.
早上好，你们好，我是仲绵绵。现在我们在张家界国家森林公园，你看，很漂亮。
Yep, that's me, attempting to speak Mandarin about the beautiful Avatar Mountain. This is the main highlight of Zhangjiajie. The long way up begins with a bus ride, then the Bailong or 100 Dragon elevator ride, then another bus ride, after which there is a bit of walking where we encountered cute monkeys waiting for free food, and food stalls for us hungry humans. And then...
If this looks familiar to you, then probably you're aware of the movie Avatar. In the movie Avatar, there is this world called Pandora. Now this is the inspiration for that world. Where we are now is the Jiangjiajie National Forest Park.
The Zhangjiajie National Forest Park is part of a much larger Wulingyuan scenic area and was officially recognized as a UNESCO World Heritage Site back in 1992 and a UNESCO Global Geopark in 2004. The pillar-like formations made famous by the movie Avatar are the most notable geographic features of the park, the result of many years of physical erosion. One of these pillars was officially renamed the Avatar Hallelujah Mountain in honor of the movie, the creators of which drew inspiration here.
One thing you would have to have a lot of when you visit Zhangjiajie National Forest Park is patience, because you will be with a lot of tourists, local and international, who would want to take the same videos and photos as you. But that's okay, because look at this magnificent view.
There is a lot of stairs jam-packed with excited fellow tourists jostling for the perfect photo. For seniors and those with physical limitations, there are also carriages ready to ride for a fee.
What you're looking at right now is the Grand Canyon, specifically Zhangjiajie Grand Canyon, because we are in, or actually on, the Zhangjiajie Glass Bridge. It is one of the longest and tallest glass bridges in the world. And this bridge has about 99 glass panels, and each panel is 5 centimeters thick. So yeah, I feel safe.
The bridge opened in 2016 and spans the canyon between two mountain cliffs in the National Forest Park. Measuring 430 meters long and 6 meters wide, the bridge is designed to carry up to 800 visitors at a time. Every visitor has to wear shoe covers provided for free to protect the glass panels. As the bridge gets full, it is advised to go as early as possible. A relaxing place to stop after the thrill of the glass bridge is the Baofeng Lake. We took a boat ride on the crystal clear water surrounded by lush greens, lovely rock formations, and the sound of folk songs sung by locals.
I just finished watching this amazing show. The name is 美丽香气, which means charming western part of Hunan. So, like with theaters, you'd be expecting acting, singing, and dancing. But this one also had acrobatics, death-defying stunts, audience participation. I mean, they went on stage. And then there's a fake marriage as well. And there's so much more that you have to see. Oh, of course, the special thing for me, it's the history of Hunan that they had in the show.
The Zhangjiajie Charming Shangxi show debuted in year 2000 and has been watched by millions since. The cultural show focuses on folklore, produced like a variety show, with a host who speaks to the audience between every chapter. It's colorful, musical, and impressive. But not quite as impressive as the Mount Tianmen Fox Ferry show. This show stage is on a canyon 5 kilometers long at the foot of the Tianmen Mountain. The show is a musical drama that has hundreds of performers on specially built stages, which includes wood-stilted tuja houses, caves, and bridges. With brilliant use of lights and the magnificent Tianmen Cave and Mountain as backdrop, the entire show is a feast for the eyes.
My 7 magical days in Zhangjiajie are over, but that's okay, because that's the beauty of travel. We can always come back and experience more. 江佳杰，谢谢中国，谢谢。
The journey to discover the world is waiting for you. Don't miss out on the wonderful travel experiences on the Globetrotters Tales channel. Hurry up, subscribe to the channel, follow to not miss any videos. Let's explore amazing destinations together. See you on the next adventures. Thank you for joining Globetrotters Tales.